Listen, warrior. Yes, you, the man weary from feeling trapped. You've tried to change your life. Maybe you've read books, watched motivational videos, set goals, tried to stay positive, but it never lasts. Picture this. One man loses his job and crumbles completely. He curses the economy, blames his boss, and sinks into a pit of self-pity. Another man faces the same loss, but rises at dawn, sharpens his skills, and rebuilds his life. Same event, different response. Why? The answer is stark yet simple. It's not life that breaks us. It's how we see life that shatters us. That's why Stoicism is more vital now than ever. In a noisy, chaotic world full of excuses, distractions, and emotional weakness, Stoicism reminds you that you hold the reins, not your emotions, not society, not your past. True change starts in your mind. Fix your mind, and everything else follows. But heed this warning: the rules I'm about to share aren't gentle advice. They're raw truths, sharp enough to cut through your ego. Not for the fragile, but for those fed up with stagnation, tired of living on autopilot, done with crumbling when life doesn't go their way. If that's you, you're exactly where you need to be. In this video, I'll guide you through 10 Stoic rules to master your emotions, habits, goals, and life. Drawn from Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, and the core of ancient Stoicism, explained in plain, modern words anyone can apply. No philosophy degree needed. We'll dive into emotional strength, mental discipline, self-awareness, and the gritty process of becoming the man you were meant to be. Each rule comes with a Stoic quote or principle, not for show, but as a tool to reflect on and live by. Before we start with the first rule, do this. If you're ready to stop blaming the world and rebuild yourself, to master your emotions instead of being their puppet, to fix your mind, to fix your life, leave this affirmation in the comments now. I will no longer be a slave to my emotions. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more Stoic-based strategies. Most importantly, don't skip any part. Each rule connects, and each will reshape how you think. Let's begin. Rule 1. Don't negotiate with your weaknesses. You must build your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible. No one can stop you. Marcus Aurelius. The biggest mistake men make when trying to improve is bargaining with their flaws. They tell themselves, just one more hour of sleep won't hurt. I'll start that diet tomorrow. One last text to her, then I'm done. Each time you compromise, your weakness wins. And when it wins enough, it becomes who you are. Imagine this: your strongest, self-disciplined, focused, confident, isn't lost in some mystery. It's suffocating under years of indulgence, excuses, and coddling your emotions. You can't become that man if you keep giving in when life gets tough. You can't fix your life if you collapse every time you feel bored, lonely, or uncomfortable. Stoics knew this. They didn't chase comfort. They trained to face adversity, knowing each moment of endurance, each challenge, each temptation overcome was a victory for their soul. Ask yourself, when the alarm rings, do you rise like a warrior, or let emotions delay you when anxiety hits? Do you sit with it and grow stronger, or escape into social media or food? When temptation pulls you back to old habits, do you stand firm or say, just this once, the brutal truth, you'll never fix your life if you don't kill the version of you that makes excuses? There's no peace without discipline, no greatness without sacrifice, no strong mind without facing your weaknesses and saying, not today. Next time you want to stay in bed, text that toxic person or waste another day. Don't argue. Don't debate. Don't justify. Stand up. Silence the excuses and choose strength over comfort. That's how a warrior is forged, one action at a time. No matter how far behind you feel or how many times you've failed, the moment you stop compromising with weakness, healing begins. Leave this affirmation in the comments. No more deals with weakness. I choose strength. Rule 2. Master your reactions, or they'll master you. It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about them. Epictetus. Picture two men hearing the same insult. One laughs it off like it's nothing. The other carries it like a knife in his chest for weeks. Same words, same moment, but different realities. Why? Because the pain comes not from the insult, but from how you respond. It's not the traffic jam, the breakup, the rude colleague, or the failure. How you interpret and react to those events shapes your emotional state. Most men live as slaves to their emotions, letting small moments steal their peace. They hand control of their mood to strangers, online comments, or things they can't change. Stoicism teaches the opposite. You can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond. Let that sink in. Every time you snap at someone, overthink, or spiral over external events, you're giving away your power. Worse, you become predictable, a target for manipulation. Those who can't control their reactions are like puppets. Pull the right string, and they explode. Cry, panic, or freeze. Do you want to live like that? Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. How do you take control? First, slow your reactions. When triggered, pause, breathe deeply, and step back mentally. Ask, what part of this can I actually control? If the answer is nothing external, your only battlefield is within. Second, separate facts from feelings. She said something rude. That's a fact. I'm not good enough. That's a story you're telling yourself. Train to see events clearly, unclouded by emotion. This takes practice, but each time you succeed, you forge a stronger mind. Step 3. Reclaim your peace. Peace isn't passive, it's unyielding. It's choosing to respond with calm strength. Not panits. It's knowing your reaction is always your responsibility. No matter how unfair life seems, men who master their reactions become formidable in the best way. Why? They don't get hooked. They don't crumble under pressure. They choose each step deliberately and live on their own terms. This is a skill you can build. You don't need to be born calm. You forge it. Like iron. Each time you resist reacting emotionally, each time you hold your balance, you prove to yourself you're not your emotions. You're the one steering, not the storm. Next time someone provokes you, remember, their words have no power unless you give it to them. Their actions don't define you, but but your response always will. If you want to fix your life, stop reacting to every slight as if your peace is up for auction. Respond like a warrior preparing for battle, deliberate, sharp, unshakable, because a man who masters his reactions masters his life. Leave this affirmation in the comments. My peace is mine. I won't give it away. Rule 3. Embrace the hard things, especially when you don't feel like it. To improve, you must be content to be thought foolish or ignorant. Epictetus. Deep down, most men know what they need to do. Wake up earlier. Cut out toxic people. Exercise. Study. Say no more often. Speak up. But they don't act. Why? Because it's hard. It's uncomfortable. Their emotions scream louder than their discipline. That's the trap. The ancient Stoics never waited to feel ready. They trained their minds to face resistance, seeing discomfort as the forge where character is shaped. They knew if your actions depend on your feelings, you'll never build a meaningful life. Truth is, you won't always want to do what's right. You won't always feel like showing up. Motivation fades. That's reality. But here's what separates the weak from the strong. The weak wait for motivation. The strong lean on discipline. Motivation is fleeting emotion. Discipline is a choice. Every time you choose the hard thing, especially when you'd rather not, you build mental armor. Going to the gym when exhausted is a victory. Having that tough conversation you dread is growth. Stepping out of your comfort zone to face fear is true strength. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." How many battles have you lost in your head before they even began? How many goals have you delayed? Not because they're impossible, but because they feel uncomfortable to fix your life. Stop fearing discomfort. Seek it. Embrace it. What you avoid today becomes the regret you carry tomorrow. You'll never feel fully ready to change your life. There's always a reason to wait, but waiting costs you years you can't reclaim. So wake up and act anyway, even if your mind resists, even if it feels unfair. Even if no one cheers you on, you don't need applause. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to do it. When your body wants to quit, when your emotions whine, when your thoughts doubt, that's when you push harder. Those moments are where strength is born. Choose the pain of discipline now or the pain of regret later. Only one path builds the life you truly want. Stop chasing shortcuts. Stop expecting ease. Real change is raw, lonely, and painful, but it's worth it. Every hard thing you do today paves a smoother path tomorrow. Every obstacle you conquer becomes a story of pride. Rule 4. Cut the noise and master your focus. If you are everywhere, you are nowhere. Seneca. Face it, we live in a world that screams at you. Notifications, messages, headlines, gossip, ads, distractions. They pull you apart, leaving you anxious, lost, and disconnected. You can't fix your life if your mind is chaotic. One of Stoicism's most liberating rules is to guard your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. The Stoics didn't just talk about calm or strength. They spoke of clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Focus every minute like a Roman, on the task before you with absolute sincerity and seriousness." He didn't say multitask. He didn't say scroll for inspiration. He said focus deeply, intentionally. Think about your daily life. How often are you fully present in what you do? How often do you create instead of consume? How many hours slip away on mindless scrolling, overthinking, or distractions that don't help you grow? The issue isn't just attention, it's where your attention goes. Here's a harsh truth. No one admits most men aren't addicted to laziness, they're addicted to noise. They can't sit in silence. They can't work without checking their phone every 5 minutes. They can't stick to one path long enough to master anything. If that's you, this isn't judgment. It's a wake-up call. A distracted mind is a wasted life. So how do you fix it? Step 1. Eliminate digital noise. Turn off non-essential notifications. Set strict limits on social media. Use your phone as a tool, not a leash. Step 2. Create sacred space for deep focus. Just 60 minutes a day. No distractions. No multitasking. Just you and your most important task. That's where clarity lives. That's where self-respect grows. Step 3. Train your attention like a muscle. Practice full presence in simple acts: eating, walking, reading, writing. The more you practice, the stronger your focus becomes. Because the world will always try to steal your attention, but you decide what deserves it. A Stoic doesn't chase everything. It chooses deliberately. For a focused man is a formidable one. He builds, improves, grows, and leads. Your ability to fix your life is tied directly to your ability to focus on what truly matters. Distractions will always be there. The noise never stops. But if you master your attention, you master your world. Start today. Cut the nonsense. Silence the noise. And pour your energy into what builds your future. Leave this affirmation in the comments. I control my focus. My attention shapes my future. Rule 5. Stop seeking approval. We love ourselves more than others, yet care more about their opinions than our own. Marcus Aurelius. Let that hit you hard. You say you want to grow, to be strong, untouchable, but you hesitate, doubt, shrink back. Why? Because you fear what others think. You crave being liked. Wait for permission to move forward. But Stoicism forces you to face this truth. The world doesn't care about your potential, and you don't need its approval. You can't rebuild your life waiting for applause at every step. The more you improve, the more resistance you'll face, not just from enemies, but from those closest to you. Your growth unsettles them. Your discipline highlights their laziness. Your confidence threatens their comfort. They'll mock you, doubt you, try to keep you in the version they can control. But a Stoic doesn't live to please others. He lives for virtue, not acceptance, for truth, not popularity. Epictetus said, to improve, be content to seem foolish or ignorant. If you fear looking odd, being misunderstood, or standing alone, you'll never rise. You'll stay average, silent, stuck just to be liked. No one's coming to save you. No one has to believe in you. Only you can grant yourself permission to become who you're meant to be. The moment you stop needing validation, you become powerful. You stop waiting and start acting. You stop begging and start building. You stop explaining and start evolving. Let them laugh at your new habits. Let them misunderstand your boundaries, your silence, your obsession with growth. You're not here to be understood by small minds. You're here to be unshakable. If this path means walking alone, walk with pride. Greatness is a lonely road, but it's the truest, most rewarding, most liberating one. Don't wait. Don't apologize. Don't explain. You don't need their acceptance or recognition. You just need to decide to stop playing small. Rule 6. Silence is strength. Speak less. Understand more. Let silence be your default. Or say only what's necessary and brief. Epictetus. In a world where everyone craves to be heard, few choose to listen. Everyone wants to seem wise, but few take time to become wise. The result: endless noise, empty opinions, shallow lives. But Stoics know something deeper. Silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. Why? Because the man who speaks less listens more, learns faster, responds instead of reacts, and holds power instead of wasting energy. To master your mind, master your words. Not every moment needs a reaction. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Not every thought needs voicing. The more you speak, the more you reveal your fears, insecurities, plans, and weaknesses. But in silence, others can't read you. That's power. Marcus Aurelius said, "The more we value things beyond our control, the less control we have." One of the first things to master is your tongue. When you constantly talk, explain, prove, or defend, you're reacting to the world instead of shaping your own. Let others chase attention or validation. You stay silent, focused, acting with strength. Silence isn't passivity, it's calculated presence. Silence means speaking less, but with deeper meaning. Let your actions roar louder than words. Silence protects you, your energy from pointless arguments, your dignity from emotional outbursts, your strategy from untrustworthy eyes. How do you master it? Step 1. Stay calm. Don't react instantly. Not every message needs an immediate reply. Not every insult deserves a comeback. Let time speak for you. Step 2. Embrace being misunderstood. Silence teaches you to accept others not getting you. You don't need to explain your honor. You build it. Step 3. Focus on becoming, not performing. While others try to seem powerful, you work to be powerful. While they talk about goals, you grind in the shadows. The Stoic path isn't loud or flashy. It's disciplined, focused, intentional, rooted in silence. Don't reveal too much. Don't squander your peace. Don't waste energy on words. Let your silence make the fearful uneasy. Let it speak your strength. Let it be your superpower. Leave this affirmation in the comments if you're ready to master your words. My silence is my strength. Rule 7. Own your mistakes without shame or excuses. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. Every man stumbles. Every man fails. Every man has regrets. The difference between a broken life and a rebuilt one lies in this. Do you face your mistakes like a warrior or flee like a coward? Most choose the latter, blaming others, making excuses, hiding behind distractions, denial, or fake positivity. But Stoicism demands you face reality with brutal honesty, because the only way to become unbreakable is to be truthful with yourself first. Wasted years in a toxic relationship, own it. Betrayed your own standards, own it. Lied, cheated, procrastinated, or sabotaged yourself, own it. Not with guilt or shame, but with courage. Shame holds you back. Owning your truth sets you free. Owning your mistakes doesn't mean drowning in regret. It means standing tall and saying, "Yes, I fell, but now I rise, and I won't return to that place." Seneca reminds us that every challenge, every mistake, every scar is essential to becoming the man you're meant to be. Don't heed your wounds. They're proof you've lived, fought, and learned. Don't chase perfection. It's the enemy of growth. Instead, embrace radical honesty with yourself, the kind that humbles you but fuels your transformation. You can't fix your life by rewriting the past to soothe your feelings. Stand firm in the fire of your truth. Take full responsibility not just for your past, but for the man you choose to become now. Stop telling stories. Stop lying. Stop avoiding your reflection. Own it all and rise from there. Leave this affirmation in the comments. If you're ready to own your truth, I own my past and rise with purpose. Rule 8. Discomfort is your teacher. Don't run from it. Don't hope for things to happen as you wish. Embrace events as they occur. That's the path to peace. Epictetus. Here's a truth that can change your life if you let it. Discomfort isn't your enemy, it's your mentor. It's the lesson, the challenge, the breakthrough. Yet most men, when they feel uneasy, run, distract themselves, numb their emotions, or drown in noise, food, or fleeting pleasures. They feel insecure, panic, overthink, and collapse. But growth lies just beyond the door of discomfort. Stoics don't seek an easy life. They seek strength, knowing only strength can carry you through a chaotic world. You can't build muscle without the pain of training. You can't forge wisdom without hardship. You'll never find peace if you dodge the emotions screaming to be heard. Stop running from discomfort. Sit with it. Ask, what is this teaching me? What strength is this pain forging every heartbreak, failure, delay, or rejection isn't punishment. It's preparation. Stoicism isn't about feeling good. It's about becoming better, even when everything feels wrong. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, betrayal, and loss, yet wrote, "If it's endurable, endure it. Don't complain." That's not coldness, it's clarity. Discomfort doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to reshape you. But only if you stop running, only if you face it with courage and humility. Next time pain arises, remind yourself, this moment isn't for comfort, it's for making me stronger. When you stop fearing discomfort, you become unstoppable. Leave this affirmation in the comments. If you're done fleeing growth, discomfort is my teacher. I won't run anymore. Rule 9. Discipline trumps motivation. Build it daily. No man is free who cannot control himself. Epictetus. Ask yourself this hard question. Are you truly free? Or are your emotions pulling the strings? Freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from doing what you must, especially when you don't feel like it. That's discipline. It's what separates the weak from the strong, dreamers from doers, talkers from builders. Motivation is an emotion, a mood, a high. Like all highs, it fades. Discipline is a system. It shows up even when you don't want it to, dragging you out of bed when motivation whispers, "Sleep more." Discipline makes you show up on your worst days. Stoics understood this. They trained their minds to ignore emotions when emotions weren't useful They built habits, values, and virtues not on feelings, but on who they chose to be. Marcus Aurelius served as emperor through grief, exhaustion, and pressure. He didn't wait for perfect emotions. He did his duty. Why? Because duty outweighs feelings. That's the Stoic way. That's how you transform your life. Don't chase motivation hacks. Build discipline daily. Wake up on time. Move your body. Control your diet. Study daily. Focus. Meditate. Reflect. It's boring, repetitive, unglamorous, but it works. It builds character. You won't always feel inspired, and that's fine. Show up anyway. Discipline carries you when motivation fades. Master discipline, and you won't need inspiration. You'll be the man who moves forward no matter what. That's strength. That's self-respect. That's Stoicism. Rule 10. Stop living in your head. Live so your actions match your thoughts. Don't waste time debating what a good man is. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Thinking is easy. Dreaming of being better, stronger, wiser is easy, but none of it changes your life. Action does. Not random action, but purposeful, consistent action. Stoics believed philosophy isn't just for thinking, it's for living. A Stoic doesn't just talk about self-control, he practices it quietly. He doesn't post about peace and discipline, he lives it when no one's watching. Most men live two lives, one in their minds, full of goals and clarity, and one in reality, full of contradictions, excuses, and chaos. They say they want peace but gossip and complain. They say they want growth but procrastinate and scroll. They say they're stoic but live as slaves to emotion. The brutal truth, what you know doesn't matter, what you do does. All the quotes, motivation, and wisdom are worthless if your daily actions betray them. To fix your life, stop performing. Stop pretending. Stop talking and start living true. You know what to do. Do it. Leave this affirmation in the comments. I'll live my values. I am who I claim to be.